Welcome to the very first episode of the Radio Silence Podcast. I'm your host, Taylor, here with my co-host, Kane's Gaming Channel. Now, in these various episodes, we will be deep diving into a lot of different things, such as gaming, and a lot of them will be a lot of sources, such as weirdos on the internet, also known as cryptids and Cyrexes around them. So for today's episode, we will be deep diving into several different locales since obviously the title it's called the Lolcow Maniacs. The very first one we most likely will be deep diving into is Cyrex, the goblin that lives inside of his attic and doesn't get any bit of sunshine at all. I mean, if he does, it's like glare from his window.
And if he's in the sun for too long, he will melt. Also, hi everybody, I'm here as well.
Yes, yes. But anyways, enough rambling. As always, you guys enjoy the stream. Be sure to give it a like and give it a sub if you're new to one of our channels. Again, this is something we've been wanting to plan out for the longest time. And we finally have it all situated and good to go.
Ooh,
So
Jency's here. Wow, it has been a long time, Jency. Jency says hi, CT.
look
Wow,
at the Gen Z. Wow, that's actually
yeah,
man, that's actually a very, very long time. I haven't seen it in a while.
it's been a
That's
very
pretty
long
cool.
time. Yeah, very, very long time indeed.
Um,
Anyway, what were you saying, ZT?
I'm trying to see. Is my audio? Let's
Hmm?
see. Trying to see if my audio is should be.
Oh yeah, I just gotta check if mine's coming through as well. Pretty sure it is.
Keep saying this. Audio number from the Discord audio. I just want to double check and make sure everything's good before we again deep dive to all the weirdos of the internet, the cryptids, also known as the goblin.
Oh god damn it. I was checking the audio on my phone. But I didn't realize I still had my bloody headset hooked to what I did. I can try this again.
You sound really muffled. Hmm? You sound some of them.
Okay, now everything's good. Hey Sparks, that's CT, not Nintendo. Yeah, me and Nintendo, we had a little bit of a mix up on our times we have, so we're probably gonna push it to Saturday now. We are, yeah. So and then half an hour later, ZT got in contact with me. He did, and then I was like, why not?
Alright, that is that. Um,
Oh, you thought you. Jancy thought he was on your channel, not mine.
no, not
Doing
quite.
good, doing good, Jancy. Doing quite well indeed.
Okay.
Emily's here. Oh my god, everybody's popping in so
Oh my
quickly.
god, Emily. Oh my god.
Um,
What's man? Everyone's
oh,
here for the podcast today.
oh my
The
god,
locale.
this is
Also,
bloody
not to
great.
mention that will also be a future episode of locales. Emily talking about the SP. Most likely. And with the Argentinian donations and all that kind of stuff. Huh? You're like cutting out. It's not picking the up now.
CT
Okay.
sounds fine on
Oh
my end. He does well, okay-ish.
no, like on the stream. I'm trying to see.
Oh, uh,
Um,
yeah. Emily says Sup Kane, Yo
I'm so
CT. All right. And Emily says hi to Alex.
I'm here. Can't. I don't know.
Oh, I haven't seen you in a long time, Emily. I haven't over here. I hope you're doing very, very well.
Does no, that
Oh my god, I have to. Oh, Nightbot. God dang it. Oh, Nightbot.
and then if you double click on it, double click on it.
Nightbot.
Yeah,
Whatever am I going to do with you? It's not Sparks' birthday anymore.
not the birthday.
Yeah, for
Um,
the last 3 weeks, Nightbot has been saying it every stream to to everybody to wish Sparks a happy birthday. And like, it's not his birthday anymore.
Anyways, as I said before the stream went on any further, ladies and gentlemen.
So loud.
Oh my gosh. What about me? Do I sound good? Or do I sound fine?
You sound distant.
Yeah, you sound very loud
How-
now, but it's okay. It's okay, I guess.
You said it's not this.
It's disabled now, Sparks. Don't worry. No more birthday wishes.
Okay.
You sound fine.
You hearing me? You hear anything in the background?
Blah.
Not bad enough.
Hmm?
It's not bad enough. I can hear myself at the top, but I'm not there officially.
Okay. Then we're perfectly fine then.
CT, who are we looking at first? Is it Boogie or the little
We-
twat? The little twat.
Yes, talk about Boogie, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be looking at Cyrax first.
So-
We're looking at the holy infamous Cyrex. Now, you guys are unaware of who Cyrex is. Well, just to give you a brief introduction,
No,
Cyrex lives in
No,
Atlantic.
sorry,
and-
sorry. Let me stop you. Let me stop you here now. Pretty much, if you've just eaten something, I'd advise you not to watch for another 30 minutes.
Yes, because most likely you'll be throwing it up in a mere second
Oh my
because the
God.
goblin
You
he's
will.
not the prettiest display, I'll say. The goblin he
Ugh.
has a very distinct look to him.
Let's just say.
Now
Let's just say. How do I put this? Let's just say. I'd call Gollum from Lord of the Rings a model. I would compared to this fucker.
um
And I mean that.
so for people that clearly aren't aware, because neither of us have uploaded it on our channels, but not too long ago, me and Ken sat down and recorded some content for our channels. We were watching Cyrex stuff and Boogie stuff and Wings of Redemption stuff. Now,
Oh God.
in those videos, it was very funny because we got to see Cyrex getting, beaten nearly to death because his body is so small. But yeah, we had to showcase that in the video, and today we're just gonna be overviewing some of the stuff that he has done. For example, Cyrex had a situation where Marty, Musicbus Marty, one of his main trolls, was trolling him so hard that he literally put a Nintendo stylus up to his neck and threatened to kill himself. Now, again, before anyone takes that completely out of context, no, someone killing themselves is not a good thing, and I do not obviously condone that behavior, but it's Cyrex. Cyrex is a well-known predator, and he is kind of a piece of crap. So, when it comes to anything
Oh,
relating
come
to
on,
that,
CT. That was putting him lightly. It was. Come on. Come on. You can do. I know you can do better than that. Go on, CT. You're used to pushing yourself. Come on. Call him what he really is.
the guy, he's the goblin. He's the guy that lives under the staircases because that smell.
He
Like,
is. He is a little sack of shit. That's what he is.
See, he's not even a sack because his body is not even the equivalent of an actual sack.
His body's the size of a zipper.
It's like a,
His body's the size
it's
of a
like
zipper.
his spine is literally like a board, like one of those iron boards. He's like,
Ugh.
that's literally what his spine looks like.
Ugh.
Remember
Oh.
GTA Vice City? Yes, I do, Gen C, and it was not a good time. I'll tell you that much.
Sparks said,
Actually,
don't count him out just yet.
yeah, don't.
Oh, don't
Should
worry.
never count me.
Oh, don't worry, ZT. For some reason, I just can't help but flip the van over and stay at the K every goddamn stream, and Sparks will back me up on that. He will. But I refuse to ever say, "Don't count me out just yet" when I'm behind the wheel. I learned that. From
Don't
I
say
learned
that.
I learned that from a certain somebody. I did. Never say that when
Yeah,
you're behind
no.
the wheel.
This is a PSA, a public safety announcement for anyone who's listening to this. Do not say don't count me out just yet while driving a vehicle inside of any game of that standard. Not even just GTA, but just any game. Because I'm telling you, it's most likely a cursed word. So just don't do
The
it.
curse phrase.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into some Cyrex content. So and I'm gonna switch over from the still
Ooh.
image to the video sharing.
Oh shit! Wait,
And
wait. Hold on. Give me a second here. I might have made a little mistake. Yep. Bear with me one sec. Silly me. I didn't bring in the caption. I didn't bring in the audio for YouTube. My bad. One sec. One sec. Son of a bitch. My bad. My bad. My bad.
technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, should be working now.
So now I'm going to
So,
share my screen.
hello, Mr. Clarkman.
I'm going to share my screen.
So we're doing the Cyrax versus Marty, yes?
No. We're going to be covering the whole stylus incident where Marty was trolling. Marty was trolling him so much that he literally put stylus up to his neck.
You might have to
All right.
you might have to send me this link in, Mike, just so I can show it.
You can't just view my screen on Discord. Like you can't put your a certain.
Oh, you want me to do that?
Yeah, just put like a thing on your scenes to where you can capture my shared screen on Discord.
Right, one sec. Right, one sec then.
The channel.
Yeah.
I'll get the hang of this.
My god.
I'll get the hang of this eventually, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, Kane is still an old man, so he kind of struggles with a lot of this.
Back in my day, we didn't have all these fancy technology shit. We didn't. Everything was all fucking normal. It was not like today's standards. You fucking young folks out there, you have no idea what the shit we went through when we were younger. All right, hold on.
Yeah, so there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it from there. You heard it from the man himself. Oh, lordy. Okay.
I just popped it straight away. Okay, never mind. All right. Now hold on a second. I need to get the. No, I should have Discord audio. I should. So it should be fine. All right. Can I go on full screen? How do I put this full screen?
Alright, Johnson was going to turn on the camera, by the way.
Yeah, those streams are long gone, Jency. You gotta tune into the new one.
Okay, so I'm going to have to zoom in. I have to. Okay. See, this is what happens when we just kind of jump straight into the stream without a plan.
We had a plan. You just gotta know what you're doing.
You didn't ask me if I had this ready. Either way, we're good now. That's good enough. Sorry about the picture quality. Actually, I'm gonna mute myself for a second. I want to just see if the Discord the video is coming through on my end. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, this would have been so much easier.
You know, you were supposed to play the video you were while I was muted, so it's like here coming through. But either way, it works.
Good. It's late.
So, oh, there he is.
Marty, do you want me to end my life?
We're already starting off like that. We're already starting off like this, and it's only literally like 9 seconds into the video. So, okay. Just to also explain what was going on.
Why am I so far behind? Okay, go on, try it now.
Marty, do you want me to end my life?
No.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah. See, this is new to me, everybody. I've never seen this. I haven't.
Okay, so
Wait. I was this too.
for those that are inside the the street, so Cyrix is getting tired of the trolling because he's the victim in most of these situations. And Cyrix, being as small as he is, he thinks that everyone's picking on him and going to eventually like pick him up and throw him inside of a trash bin. That's the same size of him. The woman that's on the bottom right is supposedly his girlfriend, but we actually don't know. We
What?
actually think she's yeah. We actually don't know. People are saying that it's his legitimate girlfriend and he cheated on her within like the first week they were together. So it's very funny.
What? How much
Yes,
did he pay? How much
but
did he
he-
pay her to fucking do that?
But anyways, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna let her roll for you.
Oh, there he is.
Marty, do you want me to end my life?
No.
Do you want me to end my life?
Sorry, I'm gonna have to call well-being check-in now. I don't want you to end your life. I don't want you.
Quit!
Sorry, I want you.
Quit!
Okay, it's a little dark now.
Wait,
I mean,
if
I'm
you
not
look
sure.
close at his
I
face,
might
he smiled. He
No,
smiled for a
He
second.
didn't smile. He didn't smile.
Oh, I thought he did.
Let's
It
take
looked like
another
he
shots
fucking
for this.
smiled.
Sorry, I've put the knife down.
Quit, Marty!
And okay, up until this point, they genuinely do think it's a knife. But again, as I mentioned a little bit before we got into this video, it is a Nintendo stylus, and if you don't know that, it's essentially a Nintendo pen that you use for the Nintendo DS.
Baby, put the knife down. It's okay. I love you, okay? I'm not going anywhere. Take a deep breath. It's okay.
You need to quit, Marty. Enough is enough.
You need to quit sexting retarded people.
It's Marty. I'll tell you later.
Who's that?
Marty,
Oh, that looks way
I'm
better.
telling you right now, you need to fucking quit.
That was the video. That was the video itself.
Oh, was it?
in the
Okay,
video,
okay, sorry.
yeah, the guy in the video
Because
didn't
you
have
want to know what you
it.
do to me every day? This is what you make me want to do every fucking day because of what you fucking do to me. This is what you put me through.
Can't.
What the door opening in the background? What the fuck? The door in the background's opening. What the fuck?
It was mom.
Wait, who said that?
His mom.
Oh my god!
This is what you put me through.
Sorry, the fact, literally, that his mom came in and just stopped them. Like,
Oh my god! I didn't hear what happened there. I didn't hear a voice or nothing. I just see the door opening, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on here?"
Can't stop it.
This is what you put me through, Marty.
Don't shut the door, Sally. Come in.
Yeah, seriously.
Shut up.
Sally.
Sally,
Shut up, Tange.
has she seen me do this before?
Sally, come
This
in. We've got a
is
knife.
what. This.
Yeah.
It looks like it
this
looks like
is
his
what you
head's
do
about
to
to
me,
fall
Marty,
off.
every day.
You sent a penis
that
picture to a retarded person.
that pen is
All
literally
I
the size of
asked was for
himself.
you to stop.
You
I
had
don't
phone
know
sex
how
with
he's
a
able to
retard.
fucking hold that
Let
for
it
so long.
go, Marty. That's all.
Let it go. Who's he think he is,
It was
Rambo?
Quit this now.
It was 3 days ago.
Quit it, Marty.
It was 3 days ago.
Do you want me to end my fucking life right here and now? Because I swear to God I will.
Definitely
Look,
not.
no.
I swear to God I will if you don't stop.
Baby, it's
That's not
okay.
what I want.
I'm
That's not what I
here.
want.
I'm not going anywhere. Can you please put the knife down?
That ain't a knife.
Please.
He's not going to do it.
It's not a knife. It's a pen.
What? What the fuck does it look like? It's not a knife. It'd be.
That's a fucking
Oh, Marty, come on. I'm talking to
No,
someone.
sorry, I'm done.
This is like, listen.
Sarah, look at me. Look at me. Look in my eyes. I'm not going anywhere. I need you to put that knife down, okay?
They do
I'm not going anywhere. I love you.
They do
It's
this
deep, girl. Put the knife down. I need you to put the knife down.
every day. They do this.
You can just stop sex.
Again, I have to just come in because he's saying every day they do this to me. But it's like, dude, look. for those who don't understand Cyrex's situation, Cyrex stays inside of his room all day, every day, and goes on the internet and yells at these trolls for attacking him, for making fun of him, and all this. But it's like, my thing is, it's like, Cyrex simply just doesn't want to believe anyone else, or minus his phone. So when he's saying these people are picking on me and bullying me, he has the chance to just walk away from everything, but he keeps indulging because he keeps getting online.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
it's like this is the thing. Just get off social media. It's not hard.
Right. And he keeps saying to himself, "Oh, I'm leaving YouTube. I'm gonna do it." But it's like, again, we always come back to the same goblin, the same one that keeps running back.
Do you know what?
Same old habits.
Do you know something?
And
This
whatever
would
change.
like it'd be way more convincing for him to actually it'd be more convincing for him to actually turn off the lights and do that creepy webcam thing where he pops out of the darkness. If he did that, it'd be a bit more believable, the fact that he might actually have a knife in his hand, not in the light of the room. Oh,
Right, exactly. Like, from this angle, you like, yeah, obviously, from afar, probably wouldn't be able to tell it's a pen. But up from this distance, as I am from my monitor, I can clearly see that's a pen.
well,
Have to
here's the
encounter
thing.
people or have a
Here's the
conversation.
thing. See, if it's a blade, it's going to be one color on the outside and a different color on the inside,
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
and different size.
Fuck this.
Mm-hmm.
Put the knife down, Cyrex, please. I need you to do it for me.
You see what you're doing to me now, Marty? Every day you make me want to do this, and I'm sick of it.
I'm just honest about
You
you.
need to quit.
Well,
You need to quit. You need to quit, Marty. Because this is what you make me do every day.
if you didn't,
Every day you make me feel like this. And I'm sick of it. I've asked you many times to stop. Many times to stop. But you
What the fuck is
constantly
he
do
saying?
this for no reason. And I'm sick of it.
I've explained to you my reasoning and how this.
It doesn't matter what your reasoning is, Marty. It doesn't matter. You put my life in danger. You put my family in danger.
How?
How?
Literally, like, see, and that's another thing Cyrex loves to do. He loves to say that these trolls are coming after his family, but it's like they have no parts in any of that.
Yeah,
Like,
I haven't seen his family. I've barely seen his family at all. I haven't, whatever I've seen of him.
right, like his mom just came in yelling at him, told him to stop. She didn't even and that's kind of messed up too, because like if he genuinely was trying to hurt himself, his mom would sure have just come in and say, "Chance, stop."
Yeah,
And then he's leaving out, and I'm just like, wow.
and she probably just came in looking at, oh, he's pulling this stupid shit again. Oh, leave him be. What makes him happy?
I don't know.
And
It's
now
just
you
so
put my
much funnier,
girlfriend in
man.
danger.
Sorry, listen to your grandmother. Girlfriend, put the knife down. Just put the knife down and talk, Cyrex. How about that?
How about you quit this, Marty, and you leave me alone?
He's not doing anything to him.
I
He's not
mean-
saying anything to him right now. He's not.
No,
Cyrex, you
Put the
can't.
knife, put the knife down, Cyrex, please.
Yeah.
again.
I'm gonna turn the internet off.
No.
Sally.
What did she say?
She said, "I'm gonna turn the internet off."
Wait, what?
She said, "I'm going to turn the internet off," and I'm just like, "Wow, that is clearly it." And he said,
Cyrex, you
Put the
can't.
knife, put the knife down, Cyrex, please.
Yeah, come on now, Chance.
No.
I'm gonna turn the internet off.
No.
Sally.
No, don't.
Yeah,
No, don't.
"No, don't."
Yep, put it down. Put it down, Cyrex.
No.
and you stop what you want.
What does his mother say?
Cyrex, you're gonna get 5150, dude. Put it down. I mean, you're
You need to stop, Marty.
No, Marty, please don't talk right now. Put the knife down, Cyrex.
It's not a knife. It's a fucking pen. But Marty, this is what you do to me every day.
Wait, what is it, baby?
a pen?
It's the fucking pen that I use. But Marty, this is what you fucking do to me every day, and you think it's a joke.
Oh God.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Cyrex literally just exposed himself for using a Nintendo stylus.
We're gonna fuck really quick. How did Cyrax get a girlfriend?
Fine.
It's not a joke, Marty.
You idiot.
Shut the fuck up, Tim.
Oh my
No,
god.
That is Marty. That's music is Marty, yeah. It's literally Marty in the background.
Babe, I need you to call me, please.
Okay.
Well, wow.
Oh, did he leave?
You did.
I've never seen. Well, that was. I'm back. I'm sorry. Whew.
All because he got caught sending his penis to a retard girl.
Yeah.
And that was the whole thing. So basically, the reason why Marty is like interrogating Cyrex like he was is because he found out that he was like cheating on his again girlfriend, the strawberry sunshine person. We don't know if this is his actual girlfriend or not. That's just what people are
He's got to be paying her.
saying. But oh yeah, something like easily. But yeah, and so Marty confronted Cyrex about it. And then that's when Cyrex decided to pull that stunt there, getting getting his mother involved, telling him she's gonna get it off and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, wow, well, and it's so funny because like I was saying earlier, it's like that just shows you how much his family like just grown to just get used to the stuff Cyrex does in his room, to where she just opens the door, tells them to stop, say, "Hey, I'm turning the internet off," and then just gone. It's crazy. But that is the first incident of Cyrex related stuff. Again, there's a lot of things involved in Cyrex that's just oh gosh, I don't know, man. Apparently, wait, hold on. Is this part 2?
This guy's just a fuck.
I bet more on that one race, and
Oh gosh, what is this? What is this?
uneventful.
Anyway, I know it's beating a dead horse, but one more time, what are the stipulations for the conversation? Now that it's 75 minutes, I get that.
Really quickly, Class Cat. Maybe we'll come back in and offer to trade you some beats. Yeah, yeah. Oh, look who's back!
No.
Oh gosh, what is this?
Marty, you sick fucking bastard.
Whoa.
Where
What are you doing, motherfucker? What are you doing?
With what?
Releasing my girl's photos, you fucking prick.
I told you.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
I don't understand. It's like, what is he even talking about?
I'm just completely lost anyway. I'm not gonna lie.
Because he's so this is the following stylist incident relating to Cyrex. And I guess he's coming in yelling at Marty because I don't know, Marty is releasing pictures of his girlfriend, air quotes. And I guess he's yelling at him because of it. And this is here we are now.
Oh, listen.
Shut up!
That's the problem.
Shut up!
That's the problem right there.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking faggots!
Damn!
I'm sorry, but if you guys are unaware,
For a little guy,
Cyrex
he's got a very growly voice for a little fucking fly he has.
he does. Like he's like what 4'7". He has a
Taller than Cyrex!
Shut up and quit this right now!
That's
Shut up!
Bill was
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Quit this right now! Stop it! Enough is enough!
You said that before, Cyrex.
Shut up, Marty!
At the end of the day, enough is enough. I'm gonna fucking do
You want to fucking do it?
Oh my god.
Dude!
This has just gone so weird, I'm not gonna lie.
This is what. Oh my god! Again, the Cyrex verse is just so Like, I don't understand. My thing is, right, if it didn't work the first time, why would he do it again? Like, he's just giving the trolls.
Oh,
and
this
the
is
people-
after. This is after.
Yes, this is after. Yes,
Oh my.
yeah, this is after.
Oh my god.
This is after. This is after Hennessy. It doesn't make any sense because, again, why would he use the same thing on Marty where he knows he's not going to do anything? He knows. Because,
Yeah.
again, he's. So, just to make it very clear, ladies and gentlemen, this guy, Cyrex, is a predator. He literally has been caught talking to minors and all this kind of stuff. So, I have no sympathy for this guy whatsoever. And most of the people who watches his stuff or is aware of him or follows any of his content, they know who he is and they know the kind of person he truly is behind the scenes. So if you guys are watching this guy and you're like, oh man, I feel bad for Cyrex, don't. You definitely should not, because that's what he tries to do in most of his streams. He tries to play the victim card. He tries to say he's innocent and that the trolls are bullying him and that they're doing this and they're doing it.
This
Cyrex
guy-
very much.
This guy is just a piece of shit with no redeeming quality.
Yes, none at all. And it's like, no matter what he does, no matter how long he stays off the internet, Cyrus is never going to change as a person. He's not. He's always going to be the same. And that's what makes, like, this stuff just so stupid.
You know, he's the kind of guy that would say, all right, you're on the road to recovery, and it's just like every step forward, one step forward he takes in redeeming himself, it's 2 steps back in falling off the wagon. You know, it's, it's just going backwards and backwards with him.
Yeah.
Enough is enough! I'm gonna fucking do it!
You want to fucking do it! You want to do it!
I'm gonna do it!
You want to do it!
It's a pen.
You want to do it!
You won't. It's a pen.
You want to do it!
Yeah.
You won't.
You want this, don't you?
No, I don't.
You want this, don't you?
I don't want it.
This is what you want!
You want to watch
No.
it on the internet?
I don't want it, but I know it won't happen.
Then
to.
Hey, Sing,
It's not going to happen.
Sing,
Cyrus.
Let's see the
Stop
blade,
it,
Cyrex.
Rory.
Hold the blade. Hold the blade.
CT
to the
is
Yeah.
live as well,
Yeah.
Jency.
Yeah, hold the blade.
Yes. So whenever we stream, whenever we do these podcast episodes, we're both going to be streaming. So I'm going to be streaming on my side, Ken's going to be streaming on his side. And just as like another disclosure thing for people who probably are just hopping in, me and Ken been talking about doing these podcasts for the longest time.
Yeah, let's just
Now, like I said,
go on.
say again.
I was going to say, let's just clarify. Me and ZT, we had a lot of conversations, not live, obviously, just chatting away, catching up, you know, old times and all that stuff, blah blah blah. And there isn't a time we get into a call where we don't have an interesting conversation about something or someone. And every time we're done with it, what do we always say, CT? What do
We
we
should have
always say?
recorded it, or we should have been live. For it.
Yep. So now,
Every single time.
now let's say these videos I'm going to say I have never seen before, but I've seen the one where he actually does fight Marty and he puts him down on the ground and all this shit, blah blah blah. We've seen all this. I actually have it recorded. I do so, but this is new. But we want to kind of get back into other topics now. I actually did get on to ZT, but what I want to do after this one, I do. This is all ZT's one. This is all ZT's the brains behind this one. I'm going to be the brains behind the next one. So,
Yes.
and let's stay tuned to that. Basically, the next one, I'll just give you just a little hint. The next one is, let's just say me and ZT have come across quite a few people online. We have via YouTube and Discord, and let's just say, for the most part, a lot of them are maybe not like Cyrex, but in the same sense, they're a piece of shit. And
Yes.
we're going to just, for shits and giggles, roast and expose a lot of assholes out there. Let's just say that. Either way, continue.
But yeah. So we're gonna have like each episode, we're gonna talk about specific topics. This one is not like dedicated to Cyrex only. Like after this video, we're probably gonna hop on to somebody else, probably like Wings of Redemption or like Buggy or something like that. But this one is mainly dedicated to locales, like just the weirdos of the internet. And then like the next episode will be about something that Kane might come up with or come up with a topic and so on and so forth. Like each podcast episode, they'll have their differences inside of them involved and all that kind of stuff. So again, I was even thinking for a future episode we can have like a Resident Evil debate of like which is good and like tier list and all that kind of stuff. Which game goes which and that kind of stuff. I think that'll be pretty fun.
While we're on that subject, did you watch that ranking video I sent you?
You know what? That gives me an idea. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. We are going to look at something.
Don't show the Discord conversation. Don't show the Discord call.
No, I'm not. Actually, I'll get to that in a second, but we'll just finish this video first. Let's finish this one and then hop on to something else.
If you don't want this, then stop.
Hold the blade to the camera, Cyrex.
You guys need to quit.
Oh, here we go. His
Pick your finger with the knife.
Bunch of yahoos, leave him alone.
This is just awkward now.
So she called them yahoos.
Need to quit.
Prick your finger with the knife.
Bunch of yahoos, leave him alone.
Fuck you, Sally.
Grow up, you faggots.
Fuck you.
Oh my god. And he said
Sally, then suck Tyler's dick.
Your son's a monster.
No, you're the monster, Marty. Now grow up.
Your son sent your penis pictures.
Sally.
You hear that? He said, "No, mom, say something." It's like, dude, why do you need her to get involved? Like, Cyrus is this kind of guy where it's like he tries to put on this tough guy act, but it's like the second Sally or his dad comes around, like his stepdad Ed, he's like, "No, you guys gotta say something. Look, these trolls are the bad guys," and all this stuff. He's trying to get people to agree with him so that way he can feel better about his own statements, and clearly that never works. Like it always falls through. Because again, at Cyrex, he's a guy that has literally very, very little empathy for anything. And he only believes in his own logic and his own words. So whenever his grandmother steps into his bedroom, he wants to justify his reasons and his statements by getting her to agree with them. Literally.
He's waving a pen around on the internet.
Shut up!
He's waving a pen around, Sally.
Yeah, you need to fucking say something.
Yeah. Again. There you go again. He's just pointing towards the camera like, you need to say something. What could she say anyways towards Marty to make him stop trolling him? Nothing.
Waving a pen around, Sally.
Yeah, you need to fucking say something.
Yeah, come on, Sally, get over here. Come on, say something.
You guys need to get a goddamn life and grow up.
Wow. It's like it's like he's looking at himself in the mirror.
And that's another thing as well. Cyrex will often like throw things at people that clearly is thrown at him, and people have said that about him several hundred times. So that's why whenever he is, I guess you could say, like, I don't know, whenever he feels threatened or anything like that, he immediately throws everything back at people.
You don't have it in
Grow up and get a life.
Sally knows it.
I mean, a life. You get a life.
Grow up and get a life, you two.
Right.
Enough is enough.
I'm sure Sally's had enough. She's probably had enough. Like, Jesus, chances. Let Marty be. Yeah. Do you want this, Marty? Is this what you want?
I'm sorry, it's the way. Like,
so I know that one's a troll. Is that one also one of the trolls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Marty. Yeah. So that's just half. Like I said, I'm not gonna cover Cyrex stuff too much inside the stream, mainly because again, me and Kane did a whole video of watching
Well,
Cyrus's.
if I could,
whatnot.
if I could be perfectly honest as well, I don't want too much of this guy on my channel. I don't,
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Having too much Cyrus around, that's kind of like a plague in itself. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk into, let me see here. Just Wings of Redemption been able to. As we all know, Wings of Redemption, he often rages a lot, especially when the show was coming and they started saying all sorts of stuff. It's funny, man. It is very funny.
Dude, help me here. What are you guys doing? All right, Rapture.
No, wait.
Come on, dude. Are you guys even trying? Your parents don't love you. Guys, what are you doing? Folks in front of 3 of
There's one video specifically that me and Kane loved, and that's when he throws the controller and rebounds.
I gotta say, that was a work of art. That was a work of art.
Actually, let me actually find that.
It's an intro thing, isn't it?
It is. It's an intro. It's like one of these.
It was like a wacky intro. What was? Oh, that boxing fight! I can't believe that was actually a thing.
That was funny. The boxing thing, that was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
It was funny, but at the same time, it was like kind of embarrassing on their behalfs. It's just like, it's like seriously, why would you do? Why would the likes of them do that? I don't get it. I really don't.
No, I don't either. Make it so. Let me see something. Give me 1 second. Let me just change my mic.
Right. Oh my god.
Change my.
I think Cyrax killed my chat. He did. Yeah, he does that.
Too much Cyrax is
toxic.
It's not good.
Yeah. A hell of a way to drive the people away, isn't it? Cyrax.
It is. Like I said, Cyrus is a plague, man. He's absolute plague.
Yeah, I really don't like this guy Cyrax at all. Like you're lucky I'm letting you show all this crap on my channel, Will. That guy was forbidden. He was.
Like it's like they're afraid to use their night creep.
Wait a second. Where's?
What is he looking for?
I'm looking for the
intro. Just type in intro. Wings of Redemption intro.
No, it's a specific person. I think. Oh, no, wait, hold on.
Right. I know what you mean.
Here we go. I found it. Hold on.
Yeah, that's it. There. That's it. I think that's it. There. I remember the.
It's like a remake.
Look here.
I think
listen. Appearing offline does not fucking stop it. Fuck that nigga.
I'm sorry.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, no, this is so stupid. Okay, hold on.
Oh god.
I'm trying to remember. What was it was the troll's name. I can't remember him. Because oh gosh, that freaking thumbnail.
What?
See you watching this on stream.
Why is it fucking Rings of Redemption as Donald Trump? What the fuck?
Hey troll channels, how you doing? You having fun stealing content? All right, guys. If they join session again, I'm just gonna have to fucking stop playing until they leave. Like, all they're doing is hurting my livelihood. If somebody could please like get me their information, like maybe like I forgot what that shit's called, but like if somebody could give me like their information, like their name, their address, the number, how I can get in contact with these guys, I would really like to know, because like I'm seriously considering suing them. No, they're joining through recent players.
Suing trolls? That's a first.
Look here! Look, listen!
Here we go.
Appearing offline does not fucking stop it. So stop giving fucking advice you know nothing about. I'm banning anybody trying to give me advice. Real talk.
Yeah,
you had suck a dick for me.
Like that is so. Oh my. And again, it's like. My thing is that it's like. It's so weird that. So he's just gonna be banning everybody in that stream, man. Because mostly anyone who is in there, even if they were genuine supporters of him, if they say, "Hey, maybe you should turn the game off," he's gonna ban them.
Yeah, it's just like
They could just be looking out for him and his best interests, and they just ban.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
That's way
the
some way to
predator
keep
missile.
people
Lolcow!
inside.
Not gonna happen, buddy. Not gonna happen. You go. Fuck you! Fuck you! Bitch. Why? Why? What the fuck?
What the hell happened there?
Sniped. Oh, look, Mom, sniper. Casual racism. Fuck that nigga.
Oh my god.
This is the one. This is the ace and hole. This is the last hurrah. If I failed this, I'd die.
Yeah, whatever you say, buddy. But how is it that you're fighting freaking Pleggy 298 in the boxing ring?
I die in a bed alone. And like all people want to do is fuck with me.
You lead it on, that's why. It's not
So how's it been, man?
science.
I'm not here to conversate, man.
Exactly.
You're not here to talk?
No. Talk about the game. Fucking A.
How does he always do that? He always throws it and it hits something.
He's got better accuracy over the shoulder than he does in any video game.
Literally.
Friendly HCXD.
I'm being uncut show.
Oh, man, uncut show.
I have to say, I'm having a better time watching this guy than Cyrax.
Wings is just entertaining.
That's like a tease it is for the controller to bloody, I don't know, fall behind the exercise machine.
Look at that gay shit, dude. Unlimited pizza. Funny pop. Get in! Fuck! Why did y'all guys not try to get in? Headache. I'm hot. My sugar's low. Somebody drank all my Pepsis.
Not a
Yeah, drink
Pepsi.
diet fucking Pepsi.
Yeah, I took your Pepsi, asshole. It's sitting right beside me.
I love how he says somebody knowing he drank them all.
Somebody drank all my
Yeah.
Pepsis. I gotta drink diet fucking Pepsi.
Hey, he's not large. He might have two personalities.
And I don't want to play Call of Duty and my feet hurt. And all my fingers are sore. I'm not trying to fucking lose weight. Who says I'm trying to lose weight? Pussy's not gonna slay itself. All day slay. Walmart Pepsi bot. The only thing that gets me harder than watching you stream is the fact that Walmart currently has Diet Pepsi on sale.
This
Shout out
guy.
to my fellow finger sniffers and that boy Wings Over Dips' chair for holding it down. So Mike Hawk is a sofa king small. Thank you, True Patriot, for the $5 donations. Mike Hawk, apparently you're so fucking small. It's time to bring Brooke and Doc like some pussy and cock.
What?
And the maestro?
Dude.
My God. Why does he look like he's got a small piece of hair string on his top of his head there? Look at that.
Go away for right now.
It does, yeah.
Grayson, I'll kill you.
Oh, don't give that to the kitty.
I've done significant damage to my body, my core, my structure, my heart, all the strain I've put on it for 34 years of living like a fat slob, which I am.
First off, I stole no money for $13K. I failed at the surgery, sure. How many times do I got to answer this, Mr. Yellow Dick Sweater? I got fucking carpal tunnel in my right hand. Well, your boy Hitler donated $1 to us.
Oh my lord.
Thank you, Hitler,
What the fuck?
for donating that $1. I might drink a
This
Pepsi
man
later
did
on.
not
Hey,
just say
Richard,
that.
I just want to let you know that me and my cat watch you all the time, and we hate your guts. Thank you.
Oh, here we go. This is the one. This is the one.
This is
Me and my cat eating that $1. I might drink a Pepsi later on. Hey, Richard, I just want to let you know that me and my cat watch
Richard.
you all the time, and we hate your guts. Thank you.
Your guts.
Oh god. Oh god.
Hello. How you doing?
Niggers, 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 niggers.
Oh my god.
Hello.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What makes it so much better is you can hear the guy on the phone like gasp for air.
Hello. How you doing?
I just heard it there.
Niggers, 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 niggers.
He handled that like he handled that like a pro. Absolutely no reaction.
My thing is like, why would you answer the phone on stream? Why?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is just like the perfect example on why you don't do that.
Right, ban Raiden Rotari. Consequences have actions, pimp.
Pimp.
Gunfight.
What? What's that?
What was that?
He's sniffing his fingers.
Consequences have actions, pimp.
Oh my god! Oh! 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 Bet the troll.
He was in their heart too. He was, oh my. And the fact that he does it all the time after eating things, he just.
All right, ban Mo the Jammer, please. Just go ahead and ban anybody that says this, because like I'm done saying it. I'll just put it on sub-only mode. I'm criticizing at the bottom of the. Why'd you
Look here, listen.
Ripper? You're supposed to vent these people. Webby, fucking leave, dude.
Oh, did he break the controller?
Yeah, he like cracked it a little bit.
I heard it.
Yeah. Good thing the PS4 controllers are pretty durable, but still, yeah, they are.
In a rogue mod right now.
Oh, okay.
So, give me a second.
Yeah.
Hey, Raynos, let's see what Raynos says. Is my grandma Sean Lake and are you allergic to porn? Like, you see these questions you ask, man? Like, these are the questions you ask. No, my grandma's not Sean Ranklin, and no, I'm not allergic to porn. Dude, my life sucks. My life sucks. And, like, it's even worse when I get on stream playing a game I don't like, and then it's just people just come out of the fucking woodworks and troll.
We better get back.
If you do a drug a lot over the time, granted you can overdose because you have to do more, but you also build up a really big tolerance. You got to have money to do more. Like, for somebody to overdose on heroin that's used heroin for a while, they have to have the bankroll to be able to buy enough heroin to overdose them, right? Because you build a tolerance up to it.
I mean, he's not really, but
so
still.
Like, I just think it's a sad. Fuck that. Fuck that. Well, it's gonna be a long fucking day because, like, the one thing about the troll channels is, right, I'm going to lose 70 subs today. So, like, right now I'm at 400 and what is that?
How does he know that?
32.
He has a sub count.
Whatever.
Well, the losing part he doesn't. He's just saying
422 or something like that.
That don't make no sense.
No.
So I somehow got to figure a way in the next 3 days to try to earn 80 some subs.
Wings.
Yeah, buddy. I'm upset right now because I've lost fucking like 7 matches in a row.
Wings.
Dude, don't call. First off, stop calling me Wings.
Games in a row.
Stop calling me Wings, please. I quit. I took that moniker off a long time ago.
Oh my god.
Stuck with you.
Literally. Alright. let's I actually kind of want to see something here. Let me see something. Looking at the Resident Evil games ranking. Now I done one of these for like a long. Oh, speaking of which, it's right here.
Well, one.
One of my ranking ones of the Resident Evil games and franchise
Oh, okay.
games. I done one myself. This was like a year ago. I actually want to show this. I don't think you do. You remember this one?
Huh?
Do you remember this one?
I don't think I do.
Okay, maybe you missed it. There you go. We're gonna be looking at here.
Right, go on. This is interesting.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's doing this!
So again, I love Resident Evil Zero. In my own opinion, it's not the greatest, but it is my favorite. It's actually very well known and hated in the comic community.
Yeah, and I don't agree with that. Resident Evil Zero is amazing.
Yeah, and see, the only reason why people, like I've said this many times, I understand why people hate it. It's because it changed a lot of things. Like, yes, there's no item box. You could just drop items on the floor. You didn't need to go to the item box to play.
All right,
but it's like I don't feel like it's not a really a good person.
Let me stop right there. Why is it people have a big problem with there being no item box and the fact that you can just drop items? I don't get that. That is so realistic. It is.
Oh yeah, very much so. And like, I guess because like it just changed so much up about the game, and I was like, nah. It's like I get it. Don't get me wrong. It did change a lot about the pacing of the game.
But here's the thing: you are miles. You are just like anywhere, and just like, oh, I don't have enough room to carry this item. Oh, screw it! I'll just drop this and come back for it later. That's just so handy. It is it not? Because
it is. It is. It's also very realistic as well, because that was another thing people were complaining about. They were saying it. It felt too realistic, and they didn't like that aspect of about it. Which again, understandable, but that doesn't necessarily make it bad. That's the thing.
Well, I to some degree think because you have the option to drop them whenever you feel like it, they were trying to be dickheads and say, let's just have them hold 6 slots in general. But some items they have takes up 2 slots. It's just like, come on.
Right. It makes no sense at all.
Like,
yeah, that's right.
Like,
I love Resident Evil.
Like, oh no, yeah, but like, just an example. The likes of Resident Evil 2 and 3, I can't think of it going off the top of my head in 3 that took up 2 slots. And you have 8 slots infinite, from the get-go, and you end up getting 10 later on.
Right.
2, yes, granted, there's 2 guns maybe in the main story. You get the submachine gun and the rocket launcher. That takes up 2 slots. But everybody has 8 slots to do with, and one has, and you do have the option to give an extra 2 slots to one of your characters. So I think it's in my opinion, dropping the weapons and having less slots, it's on the same level as the other ones as far as inventory goes with the item box. It's just they changed it around, but in my opinion, it works on the same level in a very different way. But that's my take.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like again, like I said, I can see why majority of the community dislike RE0, but in my honest personal opinion, I think the game is actually very good in its own unique way. Like it changed a lot about the game, sure, but it was very unique, and it done a very good job of how it should be played. Actually, did a really good job.
Yeah, no, like, and the only thing I honestly think they missed a chance out on was actually having a co-op. I think that was, I think that that was the one thing they really messed up on. So Capcom, if you're out there, just redo the game as co-op. Simple. Just take whatever. Just the game is perfect in my opinion the way it is. You don't need to change all that much. You don't just make it a co-op. Simple.
Right, yeah.
Simple.
Big time. Big time. I agree completely.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
I hate that.
It's alright,
Like, okay. And
GOAT!
I think I did. I can't remember if I got comments about this, but yeah, I did. There was somebody that commented, and I can't use it actually. But yeah, no, it was in a different video. But so I actually don't really like the original RE1 that much.
Yeah, me too.
Actually,
go on.
Like, I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's something about it. Like when I was playing it not too long ago.
Well,
it was something about it that just I don't know. So it's kind of.
Let me just say I'm in the same boat as you. I'm not really a big fan of Resident Evil 1. Now let's just remember, it was the first game that was. You know.
It was, yeah, and that's why I don't like hate on it or give it like a lot of crap because it was the first installment.
Well, I've had a bit of a bad of a bad relationship with this game, and that's going back say over 10 years or what it is, and but the thing is, it's kind of a stupid thing, but it is what it is, and that is, I bought this off PlayStation Store on the PS3. And I got very far into it as Jill, and I ran out of ammo pretty much, and I had abundance of Magnum rounds, and I couldn't find the Magnum anywhere, so I gave up. I did. I said, right, I'll find out where you get it, Google it, blah blah blah, not YouTube it. And guess what? I watched a guy I've been subscribed to since the start of YouTube in my world, my life, and he had the Magnum in a certain room. I went to the certain room, the Magnum wasn't there, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? The Magnum's not in the game." whatever version I downloaded, the Magnum was not in the game, and I ended up beating it anyway. I did, but I did not like it. I didn't. Yeah. Yeah,
like again, I don't hate Resident Evil 1. I just don't really.
Well,
it wouldn't be one of my go-tos.
Like,
yeah, to say the least.
Yeah, like I've stated this. I played Resident Evil Director's Cut on my channel, blind as Jill, and I did say, in all honesty, when the game was over, I said the game won me over. So I'll give it. I actually got. It was actually at the point where I could kind of just hated it. You know, I really just didn't like it. But playing through it again, it did win me over. It was a lot better than what I thought. It still has that early stages of like it hasn't kind of found what it is, if you know what I mean. Whereas 2 and 3 definitely did, you know.
Right.
And I keep saying to myself, I actually need to go back and replay it and play it as Chris because I've never played it as Chris before. But enough about me. Carry on.
Yeah, no. So yeah, when I don't dislike Resident Evil 1, but again, it's not my go-to. It's not at all.
I admire for what they tried to do as the fourth game.
Yeah, no, like they didn't do a bad job for the first game of the series. They didn't.
No.
It's just that, like, especially compared to Resident Evil 2, major difference. Major difference.
All right.
In terms of gameplay.
It's all right. Like, overrated as fuck, in my opinion.
Okay. Now, again, very similar. Now, a lot of people actually would get on me about this, and I have a very exclusive explanation as to why I think this. So, just right off the bat, I do not hate Resident Evil 1 Remake. I do not dislike it. I actually enjoy the game. However, in my honest opinion, I do feel like people put it on a very, very high pedestal at times. Now, again, rightfully so, I get it. You know, it's like, it's a really good game. However, again, since I'm not the biggest fan of the original RE1, I'm obviously not going to be the biggest fan of the remake. Now, as I was playing it, I actually was playing it not too long ago. I was doing a no damage playthrough on it.
Oh, that.
And during it, I was like, I just wasn't having that much fun with that. I noticed, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, it was fun, like the first like few episodes I did, but as I got into like the fourth or third part of that, I was just kind of sitting there like, I don't know, something about it that's just really slow and just like boring to me. And again, me saying this doesn't necessarily mean I'm saying it's the worst game known to man, because it's really not. It's actually a pretty good game. However, in my honest opinion, I do feel like it is slightly too overrated, because I feel like people just say, "Oh man, this game remade," and such and such. Also, hey Alex, how you doing?
I have said Resident Evil Remake is one of my top 10 games easily. I really love it. I do, and I really love it. I understand where ZT's coming from, because in my opinion, ZT is just a far better player than me, so his standards will be a lot higher. Let's just say mine's a good bit lower. Also, Sing is saying, you asked me why Kane you really love play as Jill. Well, yes, but it's like Jill can't. One character, you could say one character does save the game, but that doesn't mean, in your opinion, the game is great because there's a character you really love in it. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like hell, look at it this way. Jill is in Resident Evil 5. I don't want to play that, but I want to play it on the channel just to say I played it. But I don't want to go near that game. I don't want to go near Resident Evil 5. I don't. And she's in it. So yeah.
But yeah, no, like, again, I don't hate it or dislike it. I just found myself not enjoying it as much as some of the other Resident Evil games that I do really enjoy playing.
No, fair enough.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, I do think RE1 is a little overrated. They do kind of put it on a very high pedestal at times.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Amazing.
Yes.
Always will be amazing. Hands down. One of the greatest Resident Evil games of all time.
No. My opinion, one of the greatest games, period. My opinion. I worship the fuck out of this game. I worship the OG Resident Evil 2. It's one of the few games I might actually put up on God tier. Like games in general. I would struggle, my honest opinion, to put another game up there with it. I've said, like, Dino Crisis is my favorite game of all time, but I can play Resident Evil 2 more than Dino Crisis I can. Because Resident Evil, it just has that it factor. And I don't know what that it factor is, but god damn has it got it. It's just perfection, in my opinion. Perfection.
I agree. Absolutely. I actually don't even remember half the stuff I put on here, so I'm literally reading.
Is it like an this first time?
Yeah.
I mean, it's alright, like.
Again, same with RE1. I don't dislike RE2 Remake. I actually do enjoy it, but again, I feel like they put, and it's something about the remakes specifically. I feel like when people talk about the remakes, whether it's 1, 2, 3, or even 4 for that matter, they often say that, oh man, this game is this and this game is that, and this is this and this is that. But it's like, my main issue with these is like they're missing the mainliners of what made it great to begin with.
They're missing the vibe of what the originals brought.
I'll say one really big thing they missed out on in Resident Evil 2 Remake was the scenarios. Now, here's something here. I've said this to you a few times, easy, so you have heard this. But because we're live, I was watching a guy I'm still subscribed to, but I think he's officially done uploading on YouTube. But either way, he made a video saying, they're going to remake Resident Evil 2 Remake. They're going to remake it, yeah, basically. And he said they need to bring back the Crimson Heads for Resident Evil 2 remake. Because, it's a remake, right? You need to add a couple of things to it. Crimson Heads would have been a good addition. Now, he made a great idea where he said, you play as Leon, scenario A, you kill a couple of zombies, you don't have the lighter, let's say, you can't burn them and all this, blah, blah, blah. You come around as Claire in scenario B, and if you don't do the job, you end up dealing with a lot of Crimson Heads in scenario B. And I was like, oh my god, that would have been amazing. It's like, to some degree, let's just say maybe you get some Crimson Heads in scenario A, but because for the most part, scenario B takes place after it, it's a follow up nearly, like, by a couple of minutes. You imagine having all the Crimson Heads chasing you in scenario B. Oh my god.
That would have been. Yeah, and I would have taken that over anything else.
Say again. Repeat yourself there.
I would have definitely taken that idea as opposed to most of the things that's in the current remake. But yeah, no, like when I first played RE2 remake, and I was like, oh man, this is a remake of the original Resident Evil 2, one of the greatest Resident Evil games of all time. And when I'm playing through, I'm just like, okay, hold on, it's not bad, but it's missing something. It's missing that spark that RE2 had, and that's why, like, that's where we are today. It's like the thing that Capcom tries to initiate with most of these remakes is that they try to make the fans believe that they can remake a masterpiece like Resident Evil 2 was, and it's just not possible at the current state and time, because it's one thing or another. It's just not going to come together. Like literally, for example, the soundtrack was a major part of the original Resident Evil 2. As soon as you step into that the RPD station, then you just get hit with just the music and the atmosphere. Nostalgia, just it's quiet. You hear the footstep of your character. It's like, it's so, to this day it's so nostalgic. But it's like when you enter the RPD station in RE2 remake, what do you hear? Nothing. Literally no music, nothing, no ambience, nothing. Just literally.
I don't mind that to say maybe if that's the case straight away, but then it kicks in later on. If you get what I mean, because it's kind of I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say, but it's just like it's kind of maybe like, say you're expecting it and it's like they pull one over on you, where it's like it's not there, and you're like, oh, don't tell me they're not having the police precinct music here. Come on,
right.
and then you come back to it, and then it's back, and it's like, oh, there it is. You know, they pulled the wool over you. I wouldn't have minded something like that.
Yeah, and it's like, again, that's what, to me, RE2 remake was missing. It's not a bad game. I do enjoy playing it, but it's missing that just nostalgic feel of what Resident Evil 2 accomplished back in the day.
I forgot something. I was in two frames of mind with this game when it came out. I was over the moon because it's Resident Evil 2. I am not. That alone is going to draw me into it. Beyond my, it'll force me in. It will beyond without me being able to fight it. Is what I'm trying to say. Now, I struggled a bit to, and now maybe this was because I'm so used to Resident Evil 2, the original, that I wasn't. It took me a long time to settle in with the over-the-shoulder mechanics. Let's just say, like, an example is Resident Evil 1 remake. It was the same as Resident Evil 1, the original. Now, when 2 came around, it was different. And I refused to give in and say, no, I can't get the hang of this, or what? Because I was like, God damn it, this is Resident Evil 2. I'm fucking playing this. I am, And I did like it. Don't get me wrong. It was just I want it. It was like the sense of me with Elden Ring. Only I gave up on Elden Ring, whereas this is Resident Evil 2. There is no chance I'm doing that. If you get what I'm trying to say. And I managed to overcome it, get in sync with it, all that good stuff, you know. And then I end up loving it, but it doesn't have, what do you want to call it, the charm.
It doesn't, and that's what I mean. Like, it doesn't have that spark, that charm that brought us all together from the original RE2. You know? And like, especially to, you know, the veterans of the Resident Evil community, those who just been playing for the longest time, and they boot up Resident Evil 2 for the first time. It's like you have that. Just the menu itself is just so nostalgic. Like, you have the noises, you have the
dong. That
Mhm.
dong.
Yeah.
Resident
Yeah,
Evil
when you
2.
exactly that right there, that is what got people so just intrigued into the game.
But
and it immersed them in the like it. You literally felt immersed in, like, you were actually in Raccoon City. Like, it felt just, oh gosh, man, I can't even describe it.
I want to play Resident Evil 2 right now.
Yeah, like it's and again, it's a shame that just the remake just doesn't have any of that. It just
like, okay,
it just feels like a standalone game.
Okay. There is not many things I will say the remake does better than the original. However, this might be just me, but hear me out. I kind of like Claire in the remake more than the original.
And yeah, I actually do agree with that. I actually do, because
Claire,
I feel like she had more.
Like Claire in the original, she was awesome, but she didn't exactly have a bitch side to her, but she does in the remake, and that is what I really loved about her. So, but like she still has, to some degree, the original's charm to it when it comes to looking after Sherry and all that, you know. And I'm going to say the same about Leon. Leon still has, he is Leon. It's like, if I'm going to be honest, it's like they kind of nailed the characters perfect. Leon is still Leon from the original, you know, like that inexperienced, kind of big, softy guy, you know, that kind of way. It's just like, oh, Leon, turn around, there's a zombie behind you. You'll turn around and you'll be like, there's no zombie behind. You know, that kind of, you know, Leon, the way he is. But it's like, what they do with Claire, they did change this a little bit for, give her a little bit more of an attitude, and it's a don't take no shit attitude. And
Right.
And I'm going to say, for the game they made, it was the right call. If you get what I'm saying. Ada, you know, I don't know where I stand on Ada in the remake.
Like, honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of the Replicator. I feel like she's kind of more, like, okay, she's mysterious, but not as mysterious as the original, or Resident Evil 2. Ada.
It doesn't have that charm she had.
No, like, most of these characters are very. Again, it's like, okay, here's how I look at Resident Evil 2 in most of the remakes, in honesty, but mainly 2.
Right.
I feel like this is just people cosplaying these characters in a made-up scenario.
Like, right.
Probably just random guys just came up and said, "Hey, this is the outfit that Leon used to wear. I'm gonna run around in a place that's called Raccoon City."
Do you know what's kind of funny? Look back on Ada in the original. She had this, like, she didn't have it, but she sounded like she had this slow, lazy mindset with how she talked. Did you? Yeah, you notice that? It's like, you know, like Leon yelling, "Those zombies are everywhere! Not to mention that thing that got Ben." I was there, Leon. I know. It's like she just doesn't get. It's like a lazy, don't give a fuck attitude. Now, I'm not saying that is bad, but they didn't give that to her in the remake, which is okay, right? However, of all fucking times, she pulls that persona up once in the remake of all times, and that is when she's hanging over the edge after getting shot and Leon's holding on to her, and she's just like, "Take care of yourself, Leon." It's like, has she given up? You know?
True.
Yes, but yeah, like Ada's a bit of an odd one. I don't hate her. I don't hate her in either version.
No.
It's just I don't know where I stand with her even in the original. I don't actually know where I stand with her in the original because
me personally, I do actually really like her character from the original. In the remake, and it's kind of dimming down a little bit because she just doesn't seem like Ada at all.
Well, the thing is, I can probably say this about Ada in the remake. She is the way she is. Why? Because we know what Ada's like by the time the remake came around. Whereas I always looked at Ada for a long time in the original too. I'm just like, why are you here? What are you doing here? You know,
right.
Yeah. You know, whereas by the time the remake came out, Ada was more established. You understood her more. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree completely. But yeah, I mean, let me get back to it. Let's see what we got here.
Overrated as fuck, in my opinion. I mean,
it was perfect.
Yes, it really was, man.
Perfect. Everything down to the last minute detail.
I honestly, I don't even know. I can't say anything about her. I can't. That video clip in itself explains everything. It was perfect. Literally, the atmosphere, the everything, man.
Like this is the thing with Resident Evil 3. You look at the massive jump they had from 1 to 2, and then somehow they did it again from 2 to 3. Like 3 is just take everything that was in 2 and crank that bitch to the volume button breaks off.
Yeah.
And somehow it was not overdone. That is how Resident Evil 3 top 4 favorite game. Top 4. And I'll always love it. And you know what? I was listening to it earlier. That goddamn last music. Ending credit music.
Yeah, the ending credit theme, yeah.
Actually, CT, I know you're probably not on Instagram all that much, but go into the last thing I posted on Instagram. It's obviously of you-know-who, that very special person, and there is a very unique version of that song I just happened to stumble upon playing on my post, and I fucking love it. Resident Evil 3 is amazing. And you know what? I get some people don't all think the same, but I looked up Resident Evil 1, the original. It was like a 9.0 out of 10. Fair enough, you know. A lot of people do praise it. Resident Evil 2 was like a 9.1 or 2 it was. I'm like, absolutely. Resident Evil 3 dropped down to an 8.6. And I'm like, what the fuck? Now, is it because it's the first game in the franchise where you don't have 2 scenarios, where you don't have 2 playable characters side by side? Fair enough, but it's like, when you look at the game that they made, it didn't need that.
No, not at all.
That's
not
it.
At all.
Resident Evil 3 is amazing. Amazing.
It is. Like I said, the video clip itself speaks volumes. Like it's perfect on.
Like seriously, can you? All honesty, CT, can you pick anything out of it that was bad? In all honesty, like anything.
I really can't, and that's why I found this clip for it because I was just like, it's perfect.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. This clip that you used, I would use this on Resident Evil 3 and Resident Evil 2, the original, because I can't find a single flaw in my opinion. Other people might come up with it. Fair enough. It's your opinion. You're entitled to it. But Resident Evil 2 and 3, the originals, they're just flawless. They are flawless.
Amazing.
I mean, it's all right. Like
again, same thing I've been saying with all these remakes up to this point. Especially 3. RE3 remake is easily by far the worst out of all the remakes, mainly because it had the most content taken out of it. I feel like it was rushed. And how can you not have the mercenaries mode inside?
Okay, I will defend Resident Evil 3 remake down to the ground. However, I am not beyond criticizing it. Now, ZT brought up the mercenaries. And my response to ZT is, I do agree with him, but how, this is against Capcom, not ZT, how do you not bring in the mercenaries mode on the remake of the game that introduced mercenaries to the franchise? I will defend it down to the ground, but that is ridiculous.
It makes zero sense, and not to mention, it literally would have been with the original crew. It would have been Mikhail, would have been Carlos, would have been Nikolai. Done. Even if they wanted to, they could have been added Jill as well as an additional fourth character.
Yeah, and in the original, you had Nikolai who had only the knife with loads of health, and you had to rely on dodging and all the stuff. You had your skill with the dodging mechanics. You had Mikhail who had next to no health but loads of weaponry. The complete opposite. Then you had Carlos in the middle. You had who was a little bit of both. He was. It's like perfect, balanced out to perfection. And again, we didn't even get any DLC. Not DLC. Forget about DLC. We didn't get any extra for Resident Evil 3. I mean, come on. I've said this to ZT and he has agreed with me. I don't know if he still does, but in my opinion, the gameplay mechanic was so better in Resident Evil 3 Remake over 2, in my opinion. However, it was cut down so short. The dodging mechanic and all that, where you can have and then it auto aims to the heads and all that, perfect. It was perfect. But it's like you needed so much more wandering around Raccoon City. How did a game that came out 20 years before that have so much in the city? Like you felt that you were in Raccoon City. You're in just a street you are in the remake.
That's true.
And again, I'm praising Tree. I defend Tree. I do, but I'm not above criticizing it.
No, not at all. And it's just again, in terms of gameplay, I would definitely put RE3 Remake over to any day of the week. It had so much more improved to the gameplay, and even with the additional dodge mechanic, it added so much more to it.
Sorry, CD. I said when 2 came out, I was like, how can Leon and Claire just constantly just be shooting at a zombie? It comes, and they never think, they don't give you the option to punch it, push it, dodge it, anything. You know what I mean? And then guess what? And this was before Resident Evil 3 came out. It did. I was saying all this shit about Resident Evil 2, and again, I praised Resident Evil 2 to the fullest nearly. But then they did it on the remake they did. And I'm just like, I get it. They're trying to show that Jill, she's more experienced in that thing and all, if you get what I mean. But my point still stands. Like Leon's still a cop. He has to have some defensive training, like physical defensive training. You know what I mean? Like hand to hand and all this. You know?
Right. Something.
Yeah. Now I get it. I get it. They wanted to do you have the option to dodge and get enemies off you in 3, but 2 on the other hand, you're going to use defensive items. I get it, but my point still stands. It's like if you run out of that shit, you're going to be like, I'm going to kick this motherfucker in the chin and break his jaw off of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, CT. Go on ahead.
No, but yeah, no, like I agree with everything Kane is saying here. Like, I just wish RE3 make didn't cut out so much content and just was longer. Because like it's such a shame to have a game that's superior compared to RE2's remake's gameplay that have improved on so many different things, but just have it be shorter than RE2.
Do
It's
you
like
know?
it doesn't make any sense.
Do you know what they could have done? I'm only after thinking of one scene, and they could have done so much with this. After Jill gets infected with the virus, she passes out, and by the time Carlos finds her, it's like a good few hours later. It is. Could you
Yeah.
imagine playing as Carlos getting through a new section of the city to get to there? Like again, he's come from the Raccoon City Police Department. You know what I mean? They could have added so much in where Carlos, you play as Carlos, you have to go to save Jill, maybe get there within a certain time or whatever, and then just spice the gameplay up. You have to get to the police station, not the police station, the hospital, with Jill on your back. You can't use any weapons, and you're just avoiding zombies. What? Like, imagine that. You know, like
That would
remember,
be cool.
like you remember how at the start of Resident Evil 2 remake, you have all them zombies on the street you have when you're going to the police station. Now, they are simple. They're deliberately designed to be avoided. I wouldn't mind it even if that was the case. If you're carrying Jill on your back, you know what I mean?
Right. That would be cool. Like these ideas would be very, very cool. But it's just so baffling still that Capcom didn't even. And it's so crazy, right? Because RE2 remake had DLC later on in the life expand, and that was the Ghost Survivors, which had different character stories, like Catherine, that kind of stuff. And I'm just sitting there, just like, why couldn't you guys do this for RE3? Why couldn't you just add like a Mercenaries DLC later down the line? I get not having it probably at launch because there might be some things going on, but it's like, what about later on? Like, what about the like towards the mid year of RE3 being released? Like, it released in March. Why couldn't there be an update? I don't know, in like April or May with the Mercenaries mode. Not very hard to ask for, especially since it's very much so doable, considering again, it's the game that started the Mercenaries. So it's like, how can you not include the mode that literally began in the game previous? It doesn't make any sense at all. Like, I think to this day, Capcom will always be
Also,
getting bashed for that. Like, it's a
also,
major flaw.
also, Carlos never encountered the Nemesis in remake.
No.
Now, speaking of Carlos, you know what I'm going to say, ZT. Carlos is a massive improvement over that fucking donkey in the original.
Oh yeah, big time.
Sorry,
Yeah, like
Emily said so much in the comments, and oh my
I
god, I
didn't
missed
even
out
see
so much. I have what?
yeah, I just saw that too. I need to see it. Let me actually catch up with what thing she's in.
Yeah, sorry.
You know what would have been really cool? When Shield gets infected, because we already saw she has PTSD from the mansion. Have her in a nightmare scenario where we get to relive parts of RE1, but with RE3 stuff. Maybe Nemesis chasing us. That would actually would have been pretty cool. I actually would again the ideas and the amount of creativity that Capcom had is just baffling to me because they decided not to do anything with that at all.
Do you know something? I get this vibe I do, and I know I'm right, but it's like Capcom have this thing with Resident Evil 3. Just sticking with Resident Evil 3 and what I said, what I'm going to say. They had this thing where it's like they think this game needs to be out now, or the fans will get pissed off. No, you could have postponed Resident Evil 3 remake for another 2 years and added in way more, and the fans would have been happy. The fans don't care how long. We don't care. Like we're people that play the games. BCT, MD, and all. We play the games. We don't care how long a game takes to get made. We are like, look, if the game is going to be brilliant, take as long as you want.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because There is no way in hell you can make a perfect game and then have the fans say, yeah, but it took forever to come out. No, they'd be like, this is what we were waiting for. This is what we wanted. Well deserved the wait. That there is, you know what I'm saying? Oh,
I agree.
my
completely.
apologies, Emily, for not reading out the comments.
People waited like what 13 or 14 years for the RE2 remake. Probably longer than that if I did the math.
Say again.
She said people waited like what 13 or 14
Oh, right.
years for the RE2 remake. Probably longer than what if I did the math. You know, she also said I like original
Yes.
Carlos. Funny.
Look, Emily,
yeah,
I'm not gonna have a go at you if you like the original Carlos. If that's fine. It's just I think he's just a fucking donkey. I think he's a fucking donkey. He is. Oh my god.
Like, okay, don't get me wrong. The scenarios he in is hilarious. Like, where he's talking to Jill, he's in front of the buildings. Like, look, we're just mercenaries, hired hands. And he says that stupid thing where it's like, the whole master throwing the bone. I forgot what he says.
Oh, do you really think the master must tell the dog why he needs the sticky? Retrieve the sticky, just true. Yeah, he's a dumbass. Singh said, like I said, Kane, remember of 2, 3, and 4 remakes is not a hit to me. Yeah, Singh didn't like any of the remakes. He didn't. Did he like?
And
that's fine.
Fair.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, like to be fair. Like to be fair, I do like the remakes, but are they better than the originals? No. Yeah. You know, like no, they're not.
Yeah.
Now, with the exception of one, in my opinion, one was better. The remake for one was better.
Oh, yeah. It was. It definitely was. But yeah, no, I agree completely. Like, Singh is probably one of those people that just kind of likes the original products and don't like these games trying to change what was already good. Like, personally, in my honest opinion, RE3 did not need a remake. RE4 did not need a remake. The games are fine. It's just how they were. I mean, yes, it would have been nice to see it in a more updated, modern graphical type of game. Yes, of course, I'm not doing that, but still, you know.
I would have said, I honestly actually said when they announced like for real that Resident Evil 4 was getting remade, I was like, it's not even that old, you know. No. Now that seemed like not in the development, but that seemed like a rushed remake. It did. No, you know what I mean. They wanted to hop on board with that remake straight away. Not get out the door. I'm on about just giving it the green light. 3, I did feel should have been remade because you've already remade the original 2. You know, there's one more left in the trilogy, and like I said, those 3 games, they are a trilogy. They are they are one story, if you know what I mean. Whereas 4, it takes place a good few years later. 5 takes a few years later. 6, blah blah blah. You get what I mean? Like, you have to remember, the original 3 was all in the space of what, 3 months. You know, 4 months. Yeah, so you get what I'm saying. It was one story. Like, and I keep saying, in my opinion, I don't look at the Resident Evil games as canon after 3. In my opinion, Resident Evil stops at 3. There was only the T-virus, then they made a bit of the G-virus, but it all got destroyed in the blast at the end, and that was the end of it. You know? Like, yeah, okay, people did their own missions, blah, 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 their lives continue on, they still have to work for a living, I get that. You know? But in my opinion, it stops at Resident Evil 3, and that's why I always say, same with Dino Crisis 2, we all know they didn't make a game after that, they didn't. But as I always say, for some reason, whenever the music plays at the end, I actually always get emotional, and I'm not fucking joking. I will straight up admit that. I actually get emotional, I do, when Resident Evil 3 is over. I do.
Yeah.
And the same with Dino Crisis 2. Like, those 2 franchises for me, love them.
Yeah, perfect.
I think we are. I think with argue for it was unnecessary because of how readily available of the original version is to the public. I do enjoy it, and I do like some of the new additions. Yeah, no, that is true. That is true. Alright, we're gonna move. Oh god, we're only halfway through this video. We are. Dang.
Yeah, we're only 31 seconds in, and
Oh
it's
my
only a
god.
minute and 40. Listen, let's finish off the video.
I mean, it's alright. Like,
I love
Okay.
Code Veronica.
Okay.
Amazing game.
Okay.
As a-
Let's not talk too much about it. That I will say is on my to do list today. I have the game installed. I've just never got around to doing it, and I've said this right. I want to play the main games in the story. I'm not on about the revelation games, whatever you call them. I'm not on about them. But Code Veronica is part of the main story, and so is 5. They are, for some reason, the only 2 games I haven't played yet. And I see what Emily says. She hates Code Veronica.
Yeah, I just like she does. She doesn't like Code Veronica. Her
No,
and her
like
brother
fair
just
enough. Like fair enough.
it's just
Fair
straight
enough.
up.
Like I can't judge. I haven't played it. I can't judge. I haven't played it. But go on.
It was perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Everything, down to the last.
In my opinion,
minute
it is the okay. Not my favorite Resident Evil game, but in my opinion, it is the greatest Resident Evil game. Go on.
Do you know the thing?
And it's like,
yeah. Go ahead.
Did just everything about it, the mechanics, it's just oh gosh, like it's out of this world. Honestly,
it was a brand new game. It was like in style, everything. It was the way modern games were going at the time, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Now, I will hold my hands up and say, I did like Resident Evil 4. I will hold my hands up. I will say that. Now, I'm gonna say it's just because I haven't played it that much that I don't quite get the hype around it. Where a lot of people, now I will say a lot of people, I'm in the minority. I'll admit I'm in the minority. A lot of people do say that some people say Resident Evil 4 is what got them into the franchise. Fair enough. Oh, yeah. And they say, in their opinion, it's the best Resident Evil game out there. What CT said about the controls and all that, I can understand why. Now, call me old-fashioned or call me naive or whatever. I still stand by what I said. I played it. I streamed it. I streamed the remake. It's the same opinion I'm going to say about Resident Evil 6, 7, and Village. I did not feel I was playing a Resident Evil game.
Oh yeah.
That's not a negative. That's not a negative because again, I love Village, and I still don't think I'm playing a Resident Evil game. But I never viewed it as a Resident Evil. I don't view them as a Resident Evil game because I think they're shit or whatever. I just don't view them as Resident Evil games because I have a point of view on what Resident Evil is, if you know what I'm trying to say. Right. You know, if you know what I mean. And then again, call me old fashioned.
No, I agree with that completely. I don't view them as Resident Evil games either. I really don't.
Okay, let me ask you. While we're on that subject, tell me, in your opinion, what is a Resident Evil game? If you can, I'm not
honestly.
If you can.
Honestly, just games like 1, 2, 3, and Code Veronica. Those to me are Resident Evil games mainly because they did not stray too far away from the original,
the formula.
Yeah, the formula. And it's like when you switch from those games to the jump to 4, 5, and 6, and so on forth, that's a huge difference. It's literally like night and day.
Here's
when I first played Resident Evil 4 the very first time, I already knew this is not a Resident Evil game. This is just a game that's titled it, but that's about it. And just has the Resident Evil characters involved, but that's really it. Honestly, if it was somebody else instead of Leon, the main character, it
Like,
really wouldn't make a difference to me. It'd still be the same thing.
like, what was I gonna say? Oh, it's gone out of my head. It's gone out of my head now. It is about something you said there. Oh, it's gone out of my head now. It is. Like, no, sorry, yeah. You were going on about how, the original trilogy in Code Veronica, they stick to the formula, whereas 4, 5, and 6 do their own thing. But isn't it kind of funny, ZT, how people say there's the original trilogy, then there's the second trilogy, and 4, 5, and 6. However, 5 and 6 are not like 4. 4 is different completely. You know what I mean? It's very different compared to 5 and 6. Like 5 and 6 are their own duo. 4 is nearly like a solo. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. And I guess they say that just because they have a lot of similarities, like button prompts and heavy amounts of action involved. All this kind of stuff, like the enemies wielding firearms and all that kind of good stuff. And that's why I can see them, putting them all in one whole circle, since they're very similar in those aspects. But I do also get where you're coming from, because yes, 6 compared to 5 is a very different game. You can do a lot of different things in both.
But they still. I'm not gonna say like I've only played a small bit of 5, but I'm not. But like the gameplay, to some degree, it's the same kind of gameplay. Whereas 4, it's different. It's not. Let's just say 4 did not hit the full-on action mode that 5 and 6 went to, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right.
Big time. No, I agree completely. Yes, perfect.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard. It's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever.
Like, okay, compared to, like, it's not the worst thing ever, but compared to most of the Resident Evil games, yes, it's not.
Do you know? All right, this is very funny. It is, but when I explain it, it'll make sense. 6 has, right, my opinion about 6. I'm skipping 5. I haven't played it, and I will get to it at one stage in my life. 6, on the other hand, right? 6 for me has a very, very enjoyable gameplay. Now, hear me out. I could play the mercenary mode on 6 non-stop, okay, ZT? Now, the problem I have with 6 is they take that enjoyable gameplay from me and they squeeze it into levels that have shitty environment, overrun with quick time events, and it kills the mood.
Oh yeah, big time.
And that's my take on 6. If the mercenary modes were a lot more like the actual story in 6 would be way higher, in my opinion. Now, that's just me.
I agree. I definitely agree, for sure.
I don't agree
that I have ever heard. It's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard.
It's yeah.
Hey, what's going
Do
on?
I even need to say anything, man? Because I feel like this is good. This in itself is going to turn into a whole 50-minute.
This game alone is like I have not touched this game since I've played Village. Now, I don't think I can go back to this game after playing Village. It's like everything I look back on when it comes to 7. It's like everything I bitch about in 7 is so fixed in Village, in my opinion. It's improved. Let's just say, okay, maybe fixed is pushing it far, but it's improved.
No, it's literally everything that I ranted about in that one video. Everything I said in that video was improved in Village. Literally every single. And it's like,
yeah, go on.
I don't get it, man. It's like, how can somebody sit here and say that Resident Evil 7 is one of the greatest games of all time and it saved the franchise and this and that? But they're not even looking at issues that the game even has.
I have to say something. I have to say something, ZT. For people that are subscribed to me for a while now, you might have seen a while ago that I put a post out. I did a voting post out saying which is the better game, Village or 7. Now, this is so funny. It is. A few people voted for 7. Fair enough. Some people voted for Village. Okay. Now, I read my comments. I did, and I left, and I put a comment in on my own, stating, I find it very funny how everybody that thinks Village is better is giving me a reason, where I don't see anybody explaining why 7 is better than Village. And I think there is a reason behind that. Fucking
yep.
That fucking video out there, Resident Evil 7 saved the franchise. Wow.
Then I even said several hundred times about that video specifically. Yes, they say, oh, well, we haven't had a Resident Evil game. Yeah, I get that. But it's like, what? You're not giving a reason as to why you think it's this good. You just say, oh man, RE7 is good because it was a game we didn't have in like years. So what? That doesn't make it good.
Yeah.
That just means that you put another product out
for
people to
supposedly
enjoy. Turns out they didn't.
But like, here's the thing. I'll admit, I fell into the trap. I did. I got brainwashed. I did by 7 because guess what? It's going back to being horror again. Yay! I fell into the trap. I did. I fell into the trap, and I was blinded. I'm going to say I was blinded. I played through the game. I thought it was a very good game. I sit down with ZT. He goes over everything that he stated in his video, and I'm like, oh my god! And again, bear in mind, this was after I played Village. So now, oh my Jesus Christ! I just fucking thought of some ZT. Oh god! Oh god! Oh no! 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 You know what I'm thinking? Do you? Do you know what's going through my head right now?
It could be anything. Literally could be anything.
I have stated I am going to play every game in the main story of the Resident Evil franchise. I said that not even thinking of this fucking game. Oh no. Oh no. Fuck it, quitting YouTube. Bye everybody. Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ! For some reason, that really popped the volume. It did throw my headset off me. Oh no!
Again, I can just sit here and just talk about why Resident Evil 7 is as bad as it is. And do I need to give a brief example? Maybe. Well, let's talk about the lackluster weaponry. Let's talk about the very much so mediocre and lackluster enemy type. Let's talk about the super unpopular, quote unquote, chasing enemy, who is Jack Baker, which is a terrible chasing technique. Because all he does is roam around his house.
Where you going, boy? Yeehaw!
I think it's like a combination of like a freaking shovel and like a rake. I don't even know what that is. You got that.
You talking about
Yeah.
Jack Baker?
Yes. You got very boring and just freaking
Yeah.
easy puzzles. No one even call them puzzles. They're literally a joke. Like, here's the thing. They're puzzles, but they tell you what to do literally from the start. Like, oh, for example, there's one inside the bedroom. In the bedroom, there's a clock. When on next to the clock, there's a head on the left side. You click on the head, it says, oh, all the clocks are the same. So basically, all you need to do is run downstairs, look at the clock, look at the time on there, and then just set it. That's it. That's the puzzle.
I actually don't remember that puzzle. I don't.
It's inside the bedroom. It was like Margaret's bedroom, and like once you do it, the clock is
Oh,
sticking in
God.
the bed. To the right, you go under like the
Oh,
underground
my God.
passageway. When you're done with stupid Lucas stuff, and you're getting the two like disc or whatever. But yeah, it's
Oh,
like
Marguerite's bedroom.
very, very
Marguerite. Blah. Ugh.
yeah, no, like everything about it was just freaking like garbage. Capital all words, like dude,
Well,
I'm telling you that.
I would never. I have to say, I would never just talk about a game and straight up roast it. Like it's just the way I think. I always try to find the positives in a game. Now,
Yeah, same.
now, 7. Like, I like some of the DLC from what I remember. I really love the Survival Dawn where you have the waves and you get the worry saw, whatever you call it. That was maybe my favorite part of the whole game. um, I like the spooky atmosphere. I do in the game. I really do. I really do.
Yeah.
Like I like the environments, like as in the old house where the forest house you go into, where like the stew's still there, but it's all moldy. There's cockroaches coming out and all that. Like all that, it's very well done. It is, Mia crawling up the stairs like she's the bitch from the Ring. I was going to say the Lord of the Rings, but yeah, like all that. There is a lot of there is stuff in it that works. There is, like as ZT said, if you're not fighting a boss, you're just fighting molded 3 different types of molded creatures. Ethan is slow as fuck. He might as well be running on his fucking knees instead of his feet at this point. You know what I mean? But I don't know what it is, right? I can put up with Nemesis constantly taking a beating from you, but still coming after you. Jack, on the other hand, it's just like, dude, fuck off. I've had enough of you. You're just insufferable at this point. You're not scary. You're just pissing me off at this point. You're just a major shaft horn in my ass, you are. Nothing else. You show up. I don't get scared. I roll my eyes in the back of my fucking head. You know? That I have to deal with your fucking ass again. You know?
Literally, that's what I'm saying. Good stuff. Terrible. No, nothing more to say about that, because again, it's just be rant city. Literally. And then we have Village. I do like Village. It is a good. I like Village because it was improved heavily of what.
Now, I want to ask you something, ZT. I want to ask you something about Village. Do you like Village as much as you do simply because of all the improvements they've done over 7? Or
yes.
Or is that how you judge it? Or can you look at it and say, as a game by itself, it's a good game? what way do you look at it? Are you always comparing it to 7?
Yes, I'm always comparing it to 7 because of just how bad 7 was and how badly Capcom didn't even care to even change the smallest of things that made the game as bad as it was. Like, my thing is this. If you have to make another game and improve every single mechanic, I mean, you talk about literally every single thing in the game, that's how you know you had a major issue. I've been saying this for the longest time, jokingly, but also being very much so serious. I feel like RE7 was in beta the whole entire time. It felt extremely unfinished. It felt extremely undone. And again, the enemy variety, the lackluster weaponry, just lackluster everything, storyline, characters. You can tell that Capcom threw that out there because they're like, hey, we got to get something out there to the public. We haven't had a Resident Evil game in I don't know how long. So we need to make sure that our fans are still buying our products and all this crap. And
yeah.
I said, just look what it did.
I have said to you before. I've said to you before, ZT, and I still stand by this. I always look at Resident Evil 7, and I imagine Capcom saying, "Let's not be too reckless. Let's play it safe as humanly possible." And that's why, like I say, the enemies, the lack of enemies, you know what I'm trying to say. Whereas when Village came around, the bosses weren't that good. The villains, let's just say, there wasn't that many. They weren't that good. The weapon variety was very, very limited. It was all that. It's just like, all right, in Village, let's just go balls to the wall, go batshit crazy, do what we done on 7, but crank it from. I'm going to say crank it from 1 to 10. We didn't have to crank it from 9 to 11. Crank it from 1 to 10, because that's where I kind of look at 3 compared to Village. And yeah, like hell, like you don't really get to see this, you don't, but it's like you do remember, like Ethan did get his hand cut off. He did in 7, but it's like it got stitched back together. At least he gets half his hand bitten off. He does in Village, and he just bandages it up. So you see he's still missing his hand. He is, that kind of way. Whereas instead, it just looks like he has a cut going around his arm with a fucking watch over it, checking his heart rate. But and like I said, all the characters had like different personalities, whereas the Bakers, I always just felt they were just a bunch of psychos that lived in a farmhouse. Yeah, like, and again, you could run. For fuck's sake, you could run in Resident Evil. Oh man. And again, there was so many different there's so many different varieties of enemies in it. There was, like hell, they didn't just make werewolves. They made like what you call them, bipedals. That's what they call them, 4-legged werewolves and everything, and they were bigger and all that. But then, like, again, here's the funny thing about Village. They made one scene devoted to horror where they take away your weapons, and guess what? That one scene alone hit the horror aspect better than 7 from start to finish ever did. And 7 was the horror game.
Literally, it was.
But that's a horror game. I'd like to see Capcom's aspect on something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say personally, I haven't played it in ages, but I love Village. I really do. Not one of my top 10 favorite. Not one of my top 10 favorite games, but there's something about Village that it doesn't have that in no way, shape, or form has that it factor, but it just has. There's just something to it I like. I don't know what it is though. Maybe it's because technically, for the most part, you can actually you get to a certain point where you can actually roam around anywhere you want. Do you know that kind of way? It's free. It is. You know that kind of way. And then again, when you play as Chris, I think Emily said she hated that part when you play as Chris. Somebody said they hated playing as Chris. They did, but I like how it's like, you play as Mia. You do. I think it is in 7, but it's still the same game. Whereas when you play as Chris over Ethan, it takes it to the next level, and it just fucking punches that door down. It does, or should I say, punches that boulder out of the way. It does. But yeah,
it does. It does, man.
Speaking of, sorry, just before we wrap this, just before we wrap the rankings of the games up, isn't it? Oh my god, how is it? Fucking Resident Evil 5, the whole game, all it's remembered for is Chris punching a boulder.
Literally.
For real, bro.
Literally.
There's like, oh my god, like, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, this song was hilarious. It is very funny. But yeah, man, like, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a really good start to actual first podcast with any future episodes. Like I said, me and Kane just sit here all the time and just talk about random stuff.
We kind of play this kind of stuff,
being
yeah.
able to do it live. Yeah. And yeah, I definitely can't wait for future episodes either. We'll try to bring out consistent episodes as much as we can. Now, it's actually really good. So this one, I guess I would throw that Lolcows and ranking plus ranking. So would that because it was Cows personalities for sure. So
right,
we'll put something like that. I don't know.
So I'm pretty sure we're gonna call it a stream now in a few minutes. We are, however, I just want to say while we're still live, ZT, you are still up for what I said we want to do in the next podcast.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Where
sure.
we let's just say expose a bunch of and roast a bunch of worthless sacks of shits we've encountered over our time together on YouTube and Discord. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. Yeah, that makes for a good episode.
Because we have, it's safe to say, I know a lot of people are in the same boat, because there's always weird people out there and they're easy to find on the internet. But me and ZT we've encountered quite a few people we have on YouTube and Discord, and there was a lot of funny, not funny, but memorable. Let's just say, what?
Some of them were pretty funny. Some of them were pretty funny, I have to say.
Yeah.
Actually.
Now, as you said, these people that we're going to talk about, I'm just going to state, we don't interact with these people no more. So, yeah, what we're going to, so yeah, it's like I said, we don't interact with these people. We don't. So we're just going to just fucking go all out explaining what these people are like, what they said, what they did, and all this shit, because fuck them. You know what I mean? These are people we just don't give two shits about.
Nah, not in the slightest. So that's what the next one's going to be about, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to be going completely all out on these, very weird individuals. And most likely there'll be a lot of roasting, a lot of comments, a lot of jokes, and I can't wait for that.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, this is do you know what? It's kind of funny, ZT. I had this discussion with you a while ago, and this idea that I wanted to call out and roast a shitload of people. This was actually, if you remember, this was my original plan for hitting 3,000 subscribers.
It was.
Yeah.
It actually was. Yeah.
3,000.
Trivia for you guys. This was actually how far this thing goes back.
Yeah.
The whole podcast. This was literally our idea for year 3000 because you didn't have any idea what to do. So I was like, okay, how about we do something like funny or just like
Yeah.
just
I don't know why. I don't know why. I think I just wanted to. I think I just wanted to stir the pot up and be a little bit I, like you, ZT. I want to think I'm somebody that always tries to do the right thing, like like I don't judge people for what they're into, what their hobbies are, whatever. I like, you're okay. That's the way you are. You like this, you like that. Fine. I support that because that's what friends are supposed to do. However, these people are not friends. They're not. So I'm just like, I want to just stir up the pot I do and just maybe show a bit of a roast inside me. That maybe a different side to me. Let's just say. Yeah, because ZT knows what I'm talking about, because again, we've had this discussion a few times, but we haven't brought it up in quite a very long time, so it would be interesting to go over a few things, relive it in the past, let's just say.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm.
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely can't wait for it, man. It's gonna be really fun. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap up this episode. Thank you so much for sitting down and watching and listening to us rank stuff and talk about the locales with the internet. You guys do enjoy this kind of streaming content, then be sure to let us know. And even in the future, like after our next episode, if you guys have ideas for future episodes, feel free to give us you guys' feedback in your comments. We will definitely discuss it amongst us too, and we'll see like what comes out over the top, because it can give us some ideas and it can give us a few pointers for further episodes. But if you guys did enjoy the very first episode to the mini, be sure to subscribe like for more content.
I felt the Cyrax thing kind of made a little bit of a rocky start because, well, it's Cyrax, but yeah, the wings and going up with the Resident Evil stuff definitely kind of lifted up a bit. It's just, Cyrax, he just brings negativity everywhere he does.
It's like the wing. It probably wasn't the goodest idea to start with Cyrax, but we have to get him in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's like yeah. I think we should have done it the other way around and started off with wings. We should have. Yeah, I think. Because like
wing is something about it's just hilarious.
Like wings, I guess you could say he's a character in himself. Cyrax, there's nothing there. He's just like, it's all about me. I can't do anything wrong. I'm always the victim. The usual shit we've seen from people 1,000 times, So
yeah, but now wings always makes just everything funny immediately. It's hilarious.
Yeah, imagine. Oh my god, could you imagine if you got the two of them in a room talking back and forth to each other? Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I can imagine fucking Wings just grabbing my scrawny little jawbones and being, look, listen! As he did the microphone.
No, listen.
Oh my god.
Hey, listen. I can't remember why this not.
Wait, oh my god. Hold on. Do you know what we need? This isn't an idea for a stream, it's not, but oh my god, I just thought of something, ZT. Because we have actually discussed this occasionally, let's just say. We need to do a bit of Resident Evil dubbing.
Oh, we do actually, because it was a while ago. Me and Tech actually did.
I watched that. Yes, I watched that. I did. Yeah, like I was always planning on doing a bit of dubbing. I was thinking of doing stuff like for Jurassic Park. It was and all that. But I did watch you and Tech doing it. I did. Yeah. But you remember yourself? We had a few moments where we were all like, "Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive in this building." What? All that stuff, you know. We've okay. That was a bad impression. I can't do better than that. I promise. But yeah, we had a few moments, didn't we, where we were doing Leon and Ben and all that. We were. Yeah.
Yeah, just for fun. It was fun too.
Just for shits and giggles, it was, you know. Yeah.
We definitely need to do that. Actually, we'll do that.
But yeah, I personally am looking forward to talking about a few people that I really don't like. And I'm not going to lie, I am going to throw at least. CT can do the same, because we had this discussion before. But I'm going to throw in at least one certain YouTuber out there who is quite big on YouTube. CT does know who I'm talking about. He probably doesn't know right now, but
oh yeah, I know.
What's the first letter of the person's name?
That would be an M.
M?
Yes.
Oh, wrong person.
Wait.
Who were you thinking of?
Really?
Who were you thinking? M. Hold on. Who am I? M. Give me a hint. Give me a hint. Huh?
The bald person.
Oh, that. Right. He's another one. I don't know how I didn't think of that gobshite. The other one. Let's just say. It starts with an S, and it's not a guy. It's a girl.
Oh, I know who it is.
Oh,
I know exactly who it is.
Don't say. You can't say her name because she will have our channels taken down for mentioning her.
Can I DM you as?
What?
Can I DM you as?
DM me. Yes.
I got you. Hold on.
Okay. I'm not. Okay. Hold on. I'm staying online again for this. I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for this message. Yeah. I'm gonna give you my reaction to see if you're right. I don't know if I mentioned this person to.
You did.
No.
Actually.
No, you're wrong.
Ooh.
You're wrong, Alex.
I thought it was
you are wrong.
I know. She's popular. That's how I was like, wait, that's an S.
Well, not the most popular out there, but you know, you guys did bring this person up to me. You did, yes. I remember this person now. Now, this other person, I was a subscriber to her for a while. I was.
I know exactly.
Message me. DM me CT. DM me CT. And I'll just say yes or no.
I just remembered.
Okay.
I just remembered.
I'm waiting to see this. I'm waiting to see it. I'm waiting. CT is typing, everybody.
I don't know if that's how you spell it.
It don't matter. I'll get the gist if it's roughly the same.
I think that's not how you spell it.
That's the one. That's
it was the way she spelled it. I forgot.
I think it's just.
I think it's SU.
Hold on, I'll spell it for you. From that memory serves me correctly.
Wait, I want to know who this is now.
That's a TT.
Yes, that's what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, this girl. Oh my god, I thought she was dead on, but she, ugh, I'll just explain it. I'll get into the detail on why I stopped following this girl, because it it really threw me off, or it did, and then I suddenly got recommended by YouTube video contents being made against her, exposing her for what she really is and all this, and I was like, that's it, goodbye.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll be
Yeah.
a future episode.
Yeah. Okay. ZT, I will give. Seeing as how I got two people that I know from YouTube I want to bitch about, I'll give you two people that you can complain about on your end, and we will talk about the people we've interacted in our communities that are no longer a part of our communities anymore.
Yeah, man, that works. That actually works.
Because, like I said, I try to be the nice guy, try to do what is right in all this. At least I think I try to do it. I don't know if I pull it off or what. Sometimes. Either way, you know me don't see me talking too badly about other people, if you know what I mean. Because, like I say, I try to be respectful and all this stuff. How about I just say, you know what? Fuck that. Let's go balls to the wall and let's roast a couple of people. Let's have a bit of fun calling a lot of people out. How about it?
Oh yeah, big time. Might as well. That's what these podcasts are about. They're not really about anything specific. It's just about what we feel like talking about. So yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
But before this stream gets any longer than what it needs to be, thank you guys so much for watching the stream. You appreciate every single bit. Even if you stayed in for 2 seconds, or you stayed in for 2 minutes, or even 2 hours, we would appreciate it just as much.
Yeah, Emily, if you're still there, I do apologize for not reading all your comments. I do apologize for that.
Yeah. Again, stay tuned for a further future episode. We'll be discussing, as Kate just explained, a lot of controversial people, a lot of women, and many, many more.
Oh, what kind of a title and thumbnail are we gonna go for this one?
Good question, actually. I'll let you do the honors for that. Just like you do. But anyways, guys, we're gonna end it here. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, you all have an amazing day, depending where you are in the world. So, without further ado, stay tuned. We'll keep you posted.
Take care, everybody. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you all next time. Goodbye.